Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Drew. This is JustAGuyLinux, and this is a video I never thought I would actually do. As many of you know, on Tuesdays I spend my time with Matt and Nate on the LinuxCast podcast. Again, we are on Tuesdays live at 8:15 on YouTube. Be there, be square. Now, the running joke has been, and I have been trolled a few times on the podcast and outside of the podcast for that matter, about this project that I have written called ButterNotes. And the reason why I'm talking about it today is because on a near future podcast, we're going to be doing note-taking applications and doing a tier list. Now, with that said, I've decided to troll myself and talk about ButterNotes. Now, you have to understand, I've been looking at a lot of note-taking applications for the podcast, and I won't be naming names, but some are not very special. Is ButterNotes special? Not particularly, but it is functional, and I guess that's the main thing. I have been working on this project for months, and it was even before I had moved everything to Codeberg, and apparently I moved to Codeberg about 5 months ago. And this is something that I've continued to add a feature here, refine some code there. It is genuinely one bash script that handles the functionality. So if you are bash, if you do know some bash and you want to alter it, feel free. When I first started piecing this together, it was a terminal application only. And over time, it has morphed into a rofi-powered application as well. Does that mean the terminal stuff is gone? No, it just means that I wanted something a little bit more, pretty. And so rofi became the application that I wanted to work with. And so far, it has been a good choice. Now, I am assuming a little bit here with rofi being what I just said was the only dependency. Notify send or any type of desktop notification daemon will work. Xclip and WL clipboard is clipboard support. That should be already kind of built into what you guys are using. And you'll see basically what I mean when it comes to kind of feedback that you're going to get when a note has been added. As I mentioned before, there are CLI commands, and you can use these if you choose to do so. But let's go ahead and actually get to the stuff, right? So this is, like I said before, JustAGuyLinux /ButterNotes on codeberg.org. I'm going to go to my terminal and git clone that repo. We have CD'd into ButterNotes, and so you're going to look at the install. Let me actually do an ls real quick. And you'll notice there is this install.sh. I want to go over here so we can take a look at it. This will answer some questions. The script will actually reside in the .local/bin directory. So it should be easily accessible. It will create a .config ButterNotes directory where a couple, not very many files, but I think there is maybe 2 or 3 files. It's just the theme.resi and the quick.resi. Trying to think if there's another one, but I think that's it. And then there is the creation of the .butter where all your data will reside. So if you want, you can simply try to synchronize this so that you have access or back it up in more than one place. Well, let's go back over here and we're just going to go install.sh. This should take a second. Yep. And that's it. Now, off camera, I have added some keybinds. Now, this is sway, and I added these 3. Alt-N is just going to execute ButterNotes. Alt-space is ButterNotes quick, and Alt-V is ButterNotes quick clip. So we'll get to all of those things, but you could probably figure out what all of these are going to do. Let's go to a different workspace and use Alt-N, and we have launched ButterNotes. So there's nothing in here. There is notes, projects, and there is a search. So if I do hit the plus sign here, okay, I can just hit quick note, and I'll say first note. Doesn't even matter, okay? And so it adds it. If I go into the notes, All right, you're going to see that is a time-stamped note. Now clearly across the bottom, you can see Alt-A, add, Alt-D, delete, and Alt-E, edit. That means when you edit something, though, you're actually going to pull up something like NeoVim, your default editor. So I'm going to, actually, let's just use Alt-A, and let's add a second note and just say 5K monitors are on sale. Okay, so it added a second. And let's just say I'm going to select the first note. I'm just going to select it, and now I'm going to say replace. And I'm going to replace it with monitor research check LG. Okay, so it basically changed the note so that I didn't actually have to go and edit the file. You could actually make a quick change in Rofi, which is not really technically in Rofi. Where it is in this, let me go ahead and close this real quick. It's in this notes.markdown file. Again, it's in the .butter directory, so that if you choose to, you can synchronize this. Use, like, I don't know, you can use Nextcloud and actually have it go and back up to your Nextcloud instance. Also in there is this projects directory. Now we haven't actually done anything with this yet. This might be just there because I tried to do this off camera. Now let's go over here, and I'm going to go to Alt-N. Let's pull this up. If I go to actually this second note, and I select it, and I say move to a project, okay? And let's just call it new project, and we're going to say 5K monitor research, okay? And now it moved that one note to this new project. Behind the scenes, this is what happened. Let's go back over here. Let's go ahead and close this again. It created this 5K monitor research, and there is a notes.md file within this particular directory. Again, if you decide to synchronize this .butter, it's going to, actually synchronize this project directory as well. Let's go back over here, and let's do this. Now, there are plenty of ways to add notes. As you can see, I can go down here, add a quick note. I can just hit plus here, or I can go into the notes and take a quick note, or Alt-A. Probably the most efficient way is to not even pull up the notes, especially if you're just like me and you just want to take a snippet of something. You just say Alt space. Again, remember, these keybinds can be anything that you want, but this ButterNotes space -- quick will pop up a prompt in the middle of your screen. Okay, Alt space, and just say check BB for open box monitors. Okay, and it just added it for me. The other one that I wanted to mention while I'm thinking about it is this Alt-V, which is it adds something from your clipboard. Let's just say you're over here and you're like, oh, wow. Oh, this one. I like this Dell. Okay. And so, of course, I can't even select it there. Okay. And then let's copy that. And now when I hit Alt-V, it adds it to a quick note from your clipboard. And now I just have to hit enter. Okay. And now that's it. I just can go back over, let's just say, to a clean workspace and hit Alt-N. And now I've got those 3 notes from different ways to add to your notes.markdown file. Now you can edit if you want, Alt-E, and it will bring up NeoVim for me. And I'm gonna go ahead and close that, and let's reopen this, because I do want to talk about the projects. And let me do something real quick. I'm just going to do this one more time. I'm going to move this to a project, okay, and we're going to move it into this. And now we've got 2 notes in that particular project file, basically. It is a notes.markdown file within a specific project, okay? So if I look here under projects in this, and now I've got basically this header, okay, which is the name of the directory, and then the 2 notes that I added to it. Now, let's say I want a long form thing here. So you can go into your projects, okay, select it, and go into the one that we've already created and say new file. Now, what would be the purpose of this? It would be for a specific, let's say monitor, for example. Let's just use this one as the example, okay, this Dell. And I'm going to put everything about this particular model into that page. And so it created that page for me within that project. And now I can fill this up however I want to. Again, I'm not trying to be all things to all people. To me, the best thing about this is this quick note thing that I can just quickly just kind of write something. This vid is over, okay? And it then adds something to basically a notepad without me actually writing it. Now, there's nothing wrong with the analog and, using a pen and piece of paper. This is kind of like, I don't know, very similar to that. Now, is this for everyone? No. If you want a mobile app with OCR and AI summaries and a $12 a month plan, this ain't it, okay? If you want to hit a keybind, type something, and find it later, yeah, that's what it's there for. It's Bash, it's Rofi, it's Markdown. And on my system, it's definitely going to outlive a few of the apps that I looked at this week. So until next time, later.